Ding dong. Let's do this. Alright, story time. It's been a while since I've actually thought about it, and since I said I was going to put it up, but there's been a lot going on lately. You'll see more about that soon. But how I lost my phone. So my brother messaged me and he hit me up saying he wants to come out and go fishing. Well, I said, sounds like a bloody great idea to me, mate. Bring his missus, which is now his wife, and their kids, and my dad came out too. And so we all went to the weir, and we're chilling out at the weir, and we're hanging out, getting set up and everything else. And then this old guy come over and started having a bit of a hissy fit. He's on the blah 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 all day. And yeah, my dad had been talking to him and he was fine, but for some reason when I got there, my kids and that started setting up, he started having a bit of a spack attack. Apparently he doesn't like children, or people with children. Not really sure what his problem is. But they were just walking around near the bankment and stuff, doing their thing, just checking out the water, being kids. They got a bit too close to his lines, so he screamed out, "Can you get your kids away from my lines?" I'm like, okay, chill out, man. Yeah, it's fine. You can ask nicely. No need to swear at us. Like, come on, kids, get away from the line. That we were running around with them, moving stuff around, getting the area sorted, packing the trailer and stuff. And the kids were being a bit hectic. And we were telling them, like, come back over here, don't go over there, don't go near his stuff. And they weren't listening, so I had to yell at them a little bit, like parents do. Discipline. Teaching our kids to listen. There's only so many times I'm like, oi, come here. And yeah. So that was going on. All seemed well and good. We were getting set up, and then he wandered over again. Started talking to me and my brother. He's like, hey, just letting you know, I've called the police on these guys over here. They're over here abusing their kids. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Who's abusing their kids? And he's like, oh, these people here just set up their kids. And I was like, how am I abusing my kids? And he's like, oh, what? And I was like, mate, you are that intoxicated. You don't even know what you're saying. You don't even know who you're talking to, because that's my camp. This is the area. I'm over here. And oh yeah, you're over there abusing my kids. You're abusing your kids. I was like, how? I was like, oh, you're yelling at them, this, that. No, I was like, yelling at them to keep them away from your gear because you're cracking about your gear. And I was like, just go away, mate. Like, we want nothing to do with you. He ended up going away. And he's going on about, oh, you keep going, I'm going to call the police. It's like, do it, mate, call the police so I don't have to worry about dealing with you anymore, because they're going to come over here, seeing you've drank a carton and a half of alcohol within like 8 hours since you've been up. And that's not good, especially around other people. And yeah, he wandered off. We were still doing our thing. The kids wandered over near his area again. And he's, that's it, blah, 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 yelling and screaming and having a swear, and went over and pulled his lines in. And I walked over and like make sure the kids weren't getting in his way and everything else and moving them away. And I noticed he doesn't even have anything hooked on. Doesn't even have a hook tied onto his lines. He's just got a sinker on it, line tied around the sinker and tied off. Man's not even fishing. He's just being an idiot. And I was like, what the heck? Okay. You do you, man. Well, I'm not telling a man how to fish, but I'm pretty sure you need a hook and sink and some bait and, yeah, at the very least, a hook. And, yeah, he ended up pulling him in, going over, cursing, and having a bit of a fun time throwing cans at his own car. Sounded like he was trying to play basketball, but there's no hoop on the side of his car. But yeah, he's over there just ting, 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 ting. I don't know if he's collecting them up or what he was doing, but his car's going to be pretty dented and paint chipped. And yeah, so I got camp set up, got my boat off, got it down the water and set up. I mean, it was still daytime, it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And got my boy in there, put my boy's life jacket on, put my life jacket on, chucked the boy in the boat, hopped in the boat. I grabbed my paddles, I turned around, and I paddled over to the area I was going to tie her off. Didn't even start her up, because not much point. I was only going like 3 metres. And then tied her up, anchored out, got my boy out. I hopped out, took the life jackets off, put everything in there, took the key to my boat out, which is just a safety switch in case you fall out of the boat, it disengages the engine. And yeah, went up to camp, getting ready for dinner and stuff, getting the kids all set up in their bed areas and that so they can sit down and watch a movie. And he comes over and has a bit of a go again. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not having this. Just told everyone to mind their own. I'll deal with it if he comes back over. Yeah, he came back over, got in my brother's face, got in my face, started cursing us out, saying he's going to call the cops. I said, look, mate, just call the bloody cops. Go deal with it now. I don't want to be dealing with you the rest of the night. Hurry up. He got up in my brother's face, and my brother was like, look, mate, bugger off, and like put his arms up. And then old mate called abuse because apparently my brother pushed him, even though my brother's hands was like this. And he's walking backwards as old mate's like walking towards him in his face. Yeah. So he kept going and I was like, look mate, just go away. There's a bit more to the story, but yeah, we ain't got that much time. Yeah, he ended up going away. My dad Dad started walking over telling him to bugger off. I told him to bugger off. My brother told him to bugger off so many times. He ended up walking off. And yeah, I'm going to call the police. Blah, blah, blah. Do it. You do it now or I'm going to do it. And he brings his phone out, starts ringing the police. I'm like, well, you mate, about play time. You've only been saying you're going to call the police on us for the last 8 hours. Last 6 hours, sorry. About how long it took us to get it all set up and everything else and dealing with him and having some fun and everything else. And yeah, by that time it was night time, and yeah, it was about 6 o'clock, and yeah, he standing out front of his little camping area, as he called it, after he yelled at us. I had a friend come over who'd gone down camping, and his little boy had a tick on him, so I grabbed out my medical kit, grabbed him that, and he walked through the area, and he, get out of my area. I was like, mate, it's public land, just shut up. Went over, dealt with that, came back, made sure I walked wide around his area so he couldn't crack it. Started having a go at Chelsea and that, and then yeah, later that night he came over, had a go again about 6 o'clock, and he called the police and they came over. They got there about 20 minutes later. Now I drive around just spotty and everyone while we're trying to put the kids in bed, and like zipped up the back tent a bit so the light wasn't coming in there, and they pulled up out back. He went over and had a yarn. I seen that they were coming over, told Chelsea to stay with the kids, put them to sleep, I'll deal with it. Went out, spoke to the police. They were very, very kind. They understood, let them know what's going on, knew the lingo, because like 3 years of security work, I've dealt with enough of intoxicated people to know I don't drink myself other than special occasions. And so I was going to give it a good old hey ho and try to rub some dirt in my face, and not literally, but try to talk some crap. And they seen right through him, just let him know everything that's going on. They're like, okay, yep, it sounds like an intoxication case. Just if he starts again, give us a ring, we'll come back and move him on. Beauty. And yeah, they stood there for like 5 minutes talking to us about everything else, and yeah, because apparently I was taking my kids out in the boat in the middle of the night, no life jackets, no lights. As I said, oh mate, I haven't even got a light on the front of my boat, I've got no lights in my boat. If I even tried to get in my boat this dark, I'd just bloop, straight in the water. Like, yeah, I don't expect you to be out there. I was like, yeah, especially for kids, man. Like, I don't know what this guy's problem was. No one had been near the water since the damn sun fallen, and he's just blubbering on about whatever he wanted to make up on his own chrome dome. We're having a bit of a tiff, and I was like, yeah, mate, whatever, just bugger off. You need to mind your own business. He's like, you need to cut that bloody ponytail up. I was like, mate, you need to mind your own business. You know, tell a man what to do with his hair. Ooh, buddy. This symbolises stuff for me. If you don't know about it, you don't need to know about it. And you don't talk about it to man's hair. Just because you got none. Yeah, the police ended up leaving. Next morning he got up, started his stuff again. Not really on us, he was just mumbling around his camp. I was like, yep, we'll just stay far away from him as possible. If he starts, we'll call the police, get him moved on. But then, yeah, we were enjoying our day. Now getting to the fun part. Catching some fish. I caught one yellow belly on my brother's line, which he missed out on. Technically, he caught it on his rod, but I reeled it in, so I caught it. And my dad caught like 4 big carp. You get like no fisherman story. They're pretty bloody big. If I get the videos off my phone, I'll prove it. Yeah, about tops, if that. But yeah, I brought some carp in. My brother brought some carp in. The yellow belly was the only thing I caught. because I was more worried about just keeping the camp safe from old mate and running around with the kids and going for cruises in the boat and stuff. And we finally lifted the boat up on its top of its wake, so it was flying around. So just went from a trawler boat to a mini speedboat. At least with me and one kid. Put another kid in it. Gotta get some wings on there. But yeah, we were hanging out. It was coming close to the afternoon. It was about 4:30ish. I was down hanging out. I just put my boat in because I was getting ready to take the kids in for another ride around, last trip around. And we got our life jackets on and everything. Was standing there, and I put my phone in my pocket earlier, and I completely spaced on it because I was recording like the fishing and that. And yeah, I put it in my pocket, put my life vest on, got the kids ready, and I leaned down to grab the boat. And as I crouched down, because of the shorts I wear, these bloody things, as soon as I leaned down, my pocket shifted and my phone went whoop off the bank, and just seeing like slide off the bank, I grabbed for it and just missed it. It tipped my fingers whoop, into the water. No! I just threw my life jacket off, pushed the boy back because he was sliding down the hill, and jumped in the water. I'm feeling around, yelling everywhere, like up on the wall, into the mangrove hole. Freaking, I was in there for 20-25 minutes, and the water was ice cold. I didn't feel a single bit of it. I just had that much adrenaline just pumping through me. My wife Talia came down and was standing there trying to like guide me around for where she seen it fall in. And kids are all there. And Chelsea was over at the toilet with the girls, and she got called back, and Madison ran over to her and told her that I'd lost my phone in the water, and she came flying back, asking if I needed any help. And I was like, I don't know. I stood there for like 5 minutes talking, and I shouldn't have, because the adrenaline went away, and the stress kicked in, and my back spasms kicked in, and the cold kicked in, and I got stuck in the water about 4 meters out. And I was like, I didn't need help. And Chelsea's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to get in there and look for another? I need to get out. And she's like, okay. She ran over and grabbed me a towel, came back, jumped in the water, helped me over, out, and then she spent the next 20-30 minutes in the water herself, searching while I'm sitting up at the camp shivering. Trying to dry myself off, and took some back meds and stuff, and I'm sitting there just trying to cope through it, just shaking like crazy and just freaking out because I've just lost everything, my kids' birthing weights, the lot. And yeah, I had a bit of a cry, and I was sitting there talking to the kids and telling them sorry I lost all their stuff, and I should have transferred it when I had the chance. And then I was sitting there for like another 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I hear, "Madam!" I'm like, what? I found it! What? Chelsea bloody found it. I jumped up and screamed over there, and here she is, I got it, it was right in here. It had fallen down the embankment. The way I seen it went in, and I thought it would like cut with the water. Apparently it's gone in and cut straight down and gone backwards in behind some roots, and she was like feeling along the shelf and sticking her fingers like in the mud and everything else, and she's like, that's a weird feeling. Like, brought it out, tipped upside down, shaking water out of it and everything else, but I was already too late. She got it back. Yay! So happy and so grateful. Thank you, Chelsea. We got it back. My back was still buggering out, so my brother was having a look at it. He's like, it's making a weird noise, bro. And I was like, oh no. Like, I had a look at it, and the back was swelling up on it, the battery's giving out, so like popped it out, popped the case open, and tried to save it, and drain as much as we can. Asking around if anyone's got any rust on it, we'll put their hands on it again, because I mean, like, it doesn't really work, just stops you from trying turned on. Tried to get as much water out as I could, and I just stored it standing upright so I could just drain out. And yeah, we ended up spending the rest of the day there and had some fun. Happy I got my phone back, because I've now got it here and I might be able to get it fixed up. Screen's screwed because it started going all busted out on the LCD screen, and I accidentally dropped it right on a rock and cracked just beforehand. So here she is. As you can see, ooh, The battery is buggered inside there. She's very swollen. But we're hoping, and like there, the back glass and everything else just messed up, just falls off. All through here was full of water, so I cleared that out with cotton tips. So yeah, we're hoping we can take it into the dude where we live and get him to take the battery out, put a new screen on it, put a new back on it, and plug her in. And fingers crossed, I've still got everything on it. If I do, there's some pretty cool videos on there about that day, and I'll upload them when I can. Hopefully be along with the rest of the video that comes afterwards. I had to use Chelsea's phone for about a week afterwards, or a couple weeks afterwards, sorry, until I got this one. Until I got this one. So yeah, that's now sitting as a backup, and if I do get it fixed, it'll be my backup recording phone, or it'll just be my personal phone. I'll use this one as my main recording phone. That one can be if I run out of space and desperately need a phone real quick. But yeah, that's the story. That's how I lost my phone. Got it back, and hopefully get it fixed. Unfortunately, with everything going on, all the mad adventures we're having this year, as you're watching this, but all these videos you've been seeing are from last year. All this year's videos are still in the back burner. Haven't got to last Christmas yet, unfortunately, but yeah, had a bunch of cool things happen after Christmas and everything else, and lots of adventures and everything, lots of more hard stuff going on that just slowed my life down to basically a crawl, including loss of phones and stuff, inability to have service because people who run the providers run the system did upgrades, and it took about a month and a half to upgrade it, so I was completely stuck without any ability to do any sort of uploading or work. But yeah, it's just built and built and built and built and built, and now we're 10.5 months behind. So very sorry about that. I'm going to be trying to bust out as much as I can starting now. I'm going to be trying to be putting an hour a day into editing as much as I can. Sorry if I can't keep to that. It's just the way life is. This is also a personal diary for me myself when I get old, as well as a YouTube content thing for other people to enjoy. So I appreciate any support, any sort of patience, but obviously I'm not doing this just for that. So I do what I can do when I can, and if people don't like it, too bad. If you like it, cool. Have you along for the journey. So all I'm really looking for is loyals anyway. I'm not really looking for people who just want to pop in, pop out, or just pop in for the fame and say I was here for this, or pop into, I don't know, you know, those sort of people. Like, they're on every channel. Not really interested in them. I've got people starting to be loyals already that have kept my channel going, keep me where I am already, and I appreciate the hell out of you. There's not really any words I can say to express how much I appreciate your patience and your gratitude and all the love you've shown me channel and everything so far. We're almost at 100 subscribers. We've hit 70 now. That's absolutely boggling to me. 70? Yeah, 70 subscribers. Oof. 30 more and I'll be doing a trying to do a live 100 subscriber live, 100 questions, or as many questions as we can get within an hour or so, or a couple of hours. Even if I go to the library for a bit, I'll go do that. But yeah, excited for that. Hope you enjoyed my little story. I've just finished episode 28, so that'll be going up after this one. Possibly. We've had some extremely sad news, so I might be putting up a video about that next. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate yous, love yous, and I shall see you again soon. Yeah. Yeah, just be a bit patient if you can. If you can't, plenty of YouTubers out there. Yeah. See you later. I'm going to cook my boy some food.